Hello everyone, my name is Bakir Anwar. I'm a fourth year BBA accounting student at Sheridan College. Now this video is going to provide you a basically a kind of like an overall description about myself and my development throughout my time at Sheridan. So to very first begin, I was fortunate enough to be enrolled in the BBA accounting program at Sheridan College. By being enrolled in the BBA accounting co-ops program at Sheridan College, I was able to gain different experiences working for different companies. My very first co-op work term I did was for Sheridan College, where I was fortunate enough to gain experience in accounts receivable. My second co-op work term experience I've gained was working for PCO in accounts payable. And then my third co-op work term that I did was working for KPM Industries, where I was fortunate enough to gain experience not only in accounts payable but accounts receivable and a mixture of those two. So now moving forward, also throughout my time at Sheridan College, there was a lot of ups and downs that I had. For instance, at Sheridan, there's a heavy emphasis given with flipped classroom models. And this was kind of tough for me being a newcomer right out of high school. I never was taught basically, to collaborate with group members and work in teams and things of that nature. So working at Sheridan, it was a whole different experience, especially adopting this flipped classroom role model. So throughout my time, one thing I'm confident in stating that I did develop a growth mindset. Sometimes things don't go your way. What I've noticed, you have last minute group dropouts, and then sometimes you have group members either not reaching their potential for whatever reasons that they have. And then having a growth mindset where you can overcome any situation is something that I'm proud to say that I did accomplish. Now, the second thing that I'm also proud about accomplishing is taking the initiative of getting things done, with group works and just self work as well. And last one, not least, creating a lot of different networking skills, which I'm fortunate enough that I gained at Sheridan College. So now moving forward to the very next question, where have I been? So obviously prior to joining Sheridan College, when I was in high school, I never really had skills that I learned, like with group works and teamworks and collaboration and things of that nature. So for me, it's always been like, just minding my own business, doing stuff individually and stuff like that. So when I got enrolled at Sheridan College and in my, first 2 years, I did encounter a lot of hardships, like group members were not getting along with me and things of that nature, to the point where it was just a whole chaos. I'll give one example to be specific. I was taking this one course called Business Fundamentals. Over here, there was a group project called Biz Cafe, where we were basically running an online coffee shop business. So for me, I never really had teamwork skills prior to coming to Sheridan. So definitely, there was one group member who was a mom who had a lot of responsibilities, but there was a group meeting, and I was so firm and harsh with my approach that I wanted her to meet with it. So she afterwards told me that she found it really harsh and stuff like that. Though, so that kind of gave me a lot of learning that I should have just controlled my emotion, and I really have to understand group members before I just kind of use my harsh approach at them, right? So this kind of helped me, this experience that I had, it helped me and I learned from it. And as I moved forward in my years, it definitely stuck with me, right? And then aside from that, obviously with working with different groups, everyone has their own ideas and perspective. For me, I was fortunate enough taking the creative learning portfolio course, where it told me that I'm a type 1 learner, where I learn best from my past experiences. Also, my MBTI assessment, where I was told that I'm an ESTP, extravagance, sensing, thinking, and perceiving. Sensing, as in I focus on reality. Thinking is that I'm objective, and then obviously perceiving that I'm open and flexible to options. These things I never had prior to joining Sheridan College, but I was fortunate enough that when I, throughout my time, and I'm currently in my fourth year, throughout all this time, my 4 years that I spent at Sheridan College, I'm fortunate enough that I'm able to gain and to know myself, better. So now it comes to the very last question: what I want to do or where I want to go. So obviously, my long-term goal right now looking at it, is to have my own accounting firm. But as of right now, I'm about to graduate and about to get my hopefully BBA accounting degree. And then alongside that, I do have co-op work experiences in my field that I was fortunate enough that Sheridan gave me the opportunity to gain. Now, also, one other thing that's really crucial is that, my long-term goal is that I want to open up my own accounting firm, and sure, they did give me a lot of skills that I'm fortunate enough to gain. For example, I became more of a team-driven player. I was able to collaborate with people through group members and things of that nature, and this is really crucial when you have your own business, and when you have to hire employees and stuff like that. You have to really be good, with treating them well and respecting them, and just valuing the basic ethics, right? So I was fortunate enough to learn that from Sheridan College, and then also. Some other skills that Sheridan showed me was basically networking, right? So this is also something crucial that over my time at Sheridan, I was fortunate enough that I went and I took the initiative of going to events like BizTech Fair, where different employers like Deloitte, KPMG, and different banks and stuff like that, they come and they advertise about their own business. So there's something crucial that I was able also to learn from Sheridan, and that I can also apply for my business and know some advertising strategies. And then, like I said, right, obviously there was some three, my top skills that I believe I learned was also, personal growth, right? Always, wanting to achieve, have high aspirations and stuff like that, and be, more of a team player, right? Like, just kind of not only, focus on yourself, but also know how to lead a group, or, my long-term goal, lead my own accounting firm, right? So, with that being said, this is the end of a description about myself and my development throughout Sheridan College. I hope you learned from it, and yeah, best of luck to all of you. And yeah, this is my journey. Thank you for listening.